just an hour phone call with someone who's got a positive outlook will brighten your day up. That has just happened to me. I'm sitting here, I've woke up, it's Aston Villa this fucking at 7 o'clock tonight. And I'm sitting here, I woke up anxious, to be honest with you, about the football. Bank holiday tomorrow as well. So I've got a whole day to get the kids ready for school and everything. And I'm sitting here and I've had 2 cups of coffee. I'm thinking, oh, mate, it's the giving up the smoking. I'm getting anxious. I need a cigarette. And then my brother Paul's phoned up. And just an hour conversation. And at the end of this, yeah, we're going to get this. We're going to win. And I feel so much better. Absolutely so much better. I understand the reality of it. We could have a psychological breakdown on pitch, couldn't we? But you know what? I don't want to think about that. When we go on social media, the agenda of social media is to cause engagement. More engagement equals views, equals clicks, equals more financial gain, doesn't it? Do you know what? It's horrible. Absolutely. At the core of social media, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, it's got so aggressive now towards the human mind that I think it's detrimental to being a fan, a proper old school fan. You know, you either got to take it or you leave it. And you know what? I'll just leave it. Let the toxic people have their toxic little channels. I do not care if they've got so many thousands of subscribers. You keep your subscribers, bruv. You know what I mean? You keep your narratives and your agendas. Fair play. You're making a bit of money out of it. Fuck off. Leave me alone. But the narratives and agendas that they're spreading is akin to what they're doing in the politics at the minute. Is exactly the same sort of engagement tactics. This is why you've got a society that's fucked up. You've got fucking channels that are pushing for relegation. You've got channels that are so negative. If you was to get a psychologist to review that channel and the chat, they would tell you about parasocialness and the psychological warfare that they're inflicting on people. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And at the same time, in Britain, do you remember the years when we had a TV show that used to come on and then all of a sudden the BBC, you repeat it to death? This is what they're doing, repeating their timestamp videos to death. If it ain't negativity, it's the fantasy opinions of these people. And I can only liken it to the water mitties of this life. You know, you've got the water mitties who dress up in the army uniforms and they say they was in the SAS. These are the same sort of people that we've got on YouTube now. They can dress their channels up with all the Spurs fucking gear behind them, put their Spurs hat on, talk about Spurs, but you're a water mitty fan, brother. You're a water mitty pundit and you're a water mitty fan. The beautiful game's gone. We understand that. That's the reality of capitalist life. But to keep on spouting it out, and the creativity of some of these YouTubers, they must be getting so much financial money from their views that they can afford to be more creative. But they're not, are they? And it's just wild. Absolutely wild. What you're getting is just a parroted, echo-chambered fucking view of fucking the Murdoch Empire, aren't you? All in one. And now YouTube, that's what it's become. More and more. What I said in one of my other videos is just, you turn on your YouTube, now the algorithm, the last week, the algorithm is just pure fucking big channels. You know, Gary Neville this, fucking Goldbridge that, fucking this and that, pushing, fucking... And they all spat this fucking... what can we call it? It's like an aggressive version of an opinion for engagement. Everyone wants to make a free pan note off the internet sitting on their arsehole in front of a camera because any cunt can do it. Any cunt can do it. We even had a Spurs YouTuber having a fucking moan the other day about, oh, there's people who just sit in front of a camera. Anyone can sit in front of a camera and talk about this and talk about that. Yeah, they can. You just did it, but you're criticising someone else for doing it. And then you're criticising them for having an opinion about you. You've put yourself in the public eye, boy. I've not put you in a fucking pedestal. Your fucking subscribers put you on a pedestal, and you've got an ego-driven personality from fucking hell where you think people can't talk against you. It's freedom of speech. You can't have it one way and not have it the other way, can you? You know? These people don't understand the public environment, and public video, and genuine videos. You know, when you say something that's gaslighting people, what, you expect no one to say nothing, bruv? When they're slaughtering your football club, what, you expect no one to say nothing? No. When people do stand up and say something and stand up for what's right, they're the ones that get labelled toxic. When all along it's the toxic people diverting. Look at this left hand, look at what I'm saying. And then the next day they're doing it with the right hand. And you're never getting a fucking a proper balanced view of your football team, or a proper balanced view of an actual genuine football fan, are you? You're getting this watered down, water mitty football fan shit. And it makes you want to be sick, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Well, anyway, we have got Aston Villa today. Villa, they've got something to play for. We've got something to play for. I'm expecting a highly charged game. Can you have an highly charged game at 7 o'clock on a Sunday? Mate, that's what I'm worrying about. They've had the whole weekend. But at the same time, look on the bright side, right? West Ham absolutely shits himself, right? So, 3 points today, we could throw them into the pressure. And that's what I'm hoping will happen. And do you know what? The only thing I'm worried about is Aston Villa's goalkeeper, Martinez. You know, we've all got our favourite players for our own football teams. When it comes to characters of football, I think Martinez is one of the last great goalkeeping characters. I absolutely love him. I don't love Aston Villa. I think they're a dirty little team, but I love the manager. He's a Basque brother, that's why. I think it's going to be an hard game. He's tactically very good. I think he's going to come at us and he's going to... They've got a good psychological fucking little thing going at Aston Villa, haven't they? They've got a bit of fight. Some of the players are quite experienced in fighting and they want Europe. And they're also in a European competition, which means they might be a bit worn out. You might field a different team. We've got nothing but injuries in our squad. And everyone on social media was calling for fucking James Maddison to fucking play, thinking that he's going to come back like an old James Maddison. He's no way going to come and do that, is he? You know, you check on social media, it's all right, Maddison might be back. Oh, come on, lads. We all know the truth about football. We've watched it long enough. Look at Rodri. It's going to take him... How many games has it took Rodri to get back into a sort of swing of his former self? Was it 16 games or something? We've got 4 games left. Maddison is not going to be our Messiah. What's going to be our Messiah is a psychological, sentient way of thinking that we ain't going down without a fight. As long as I see fight tonight and a win, I'll be an happy bunny on Bank Holiday Monday. You know what I mean? If not, I will be up and down with my mental health. That's for sure. Not in my real world, in my football world, it would be like, oh mate, you know, fucking hell, we can't go down, can we? We're too big a club to go down, and It's just horrible being a Spurs fan at the minute. Um, you can watch. That's what I'm saying. You can watch all the YouTube, and it's only going to bring you down because it gets to the point in conversation where they bring in the stats, and they bring in this, and they bring in the injury stats, and at the minute they're bringing in stats that. Do you know what? Fuck your stats. The only stats you should be caring about are your wife's fucking stats, bruv. Um, and if you haven't got a wife, do the fantasy thing. Watch a nice film, you know? Think to yourself, fucking, yeah, let's just chill out. It's just fucking, I'm not understanding this YouTube thing. I really ain't. I've got to 2 years into YouTube now, and yeah, it's not all it's cracked up to be, boys and girls. It's really not all it's cracked up to be. Mind you, I didn't come on it with a show, a road show, with my fake fucking cardboard Tottenham picture behind me. You know what I mean? And the little stage studio area. That's just pathetic, if you ask me. You know, sitting there with the things going down the bottom of the screen, doing that StreamYard. That's a program that they use to stream on YouTube, StreamYard. And they do this StreamYard thing, and they sit there and they've got the little chat going and they're giving it. Don't get me wrong, I fell into it a few times and thought, oh, we'll do this. But you get to a point in your brain where you think, this was never me. This ain't me. This is just pure glorified. I don't pretend I'm good at producing anything special. Just want a voice. Just want a voice to be out there to just for normal people to think to themselves, oh, there's a normal fan. Fucking hell. Out of all that fucking jungle of shit, there's a normal fucking Spurs fan standing there who's as worried as me or as positive as me. One way or another, YouTube has turned into and it's like what is it? What can we liken YouTube to? It's turned into a poor man's version of Channel 4 independent productions, isn't it? You know, when Channel 4 was good, you had the comic strip, you had the tube, you had the late night French films, bruv. You had the fucking sitting there laughing with your mates, having a fucking smoke, watching Rapido. Now it's evolved into people thinking that we can do, I can do that, I can do that. And at the same time, they're copying the general press, thinking that they're fucking pundits. You're not pundits. You ain't professional sportsmen. You will never be professional sportsmen. You're sitting on YouTube with your little fat arsehole. Most of them are sitting in a little fucking spare room that they got, thinking that they're fucking the latest Noel fucking Edmonds, don't they? Or Terry Wogan or whatever. It's just fucking load of a wank. And I don't pretend I'm great with football strategy. Yeah, I'm old school, yeah. Our defence today against Aston Villa, bruv. Stay strong because they're going to come out attacking like a fucking good one. I don't know whether Ollie Watkins is fit, right? But he played good before the England games to get into the England squad, and then he's been a bit fucking flaccid, hasn't he? And I'm not looking forward to fucking McGinn or fucking Cash. They just seem to pull little fucking things out of the bag that fuck me off. You know what I mean? If they was playing, don't get me wrong, if they was playing for us, I'd like them. You know what I mean? But they're not. So I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried about our end product in the football, to be honest with you. Totally worried about that end product of the football shit. And this is when people say, well, I don't know where the goals are coming from. Mate, I sort of caused a bit of anger with my Xavi Simons statement as well. The wife got a bit of anger. And I thought, well, if the wife gets angry with me saying Xavi Simons ain't all that, then a lot of people would probably think I don't know much about football. But what I'm looking at is the end product. A football game, you get wins by goals. We're not getting goals. Um, and what he gave us in a little flashes of creativity is all good and well, but I want to see the goals. I want to see us win. I don't care how many goals we win by. I just want to see us win. Win ugly. But the goals, where are they coming from? We've not seen it all season, have we? I think we've got a psychological block. Maybe it's something to do with the PGMOL and their refereeing decisions. Because every time you get for any football team in the Premiership, as soon as a nice attacking formation comes in a fucking football game, they blow the whistle. Or you get a brilliant goal and the geezer's pubic hair's offside. And you think, mate, this is a geezer's pubic hair. They've sort of turned football into a digital line. Whereas before, years ago, you didn't have this digital line. It was just like, if it was proper offside, it was proper offside. Now, a pubic hair can be offside, a fingernail can be offside, a nose can be offside, a fingertip can be offside, a toe can be offside. That's where it's gone wrong. They should have leeway. Come on, it's a fingernail, bruv. You know, it's an absolute, it's wank, innit? I mean, let's face it, it's proper got weird, the game of football now, where we've got physical teams, two fucking physical teams playing on a football pitch, and we're governed by digital shit. Nothing ever good is going to come out of the digital world. The internet was all good. Now that's turned to shit. Your digital TV was all good when it first come on. Now it's just fucking, oh mate, you're watching a football channel and even it's got a software bug. Oh, you got to turn it off and start again. Everything digital. You go in the shop to pay. Oh, the cash is, the system's gone down. It's like, let's go back to a pen and a bit of paper, and a calculator. And what the referees see with their eyes, instead of fucking this digital fucking playing things back at fucking 5 times less the speed. You know what I mean? It's got disgusting. Anyway, that's the end of my video today. I had a little rant, had a little talk. Have a good one. And 7 o'clock we'll all be together in that fucking mind space where we're going to win. So have a good one. Take care, baked potato. Sorry about the lighting today, but I ain't good at pre-production. I ain't got a fucking light shining on me or a fucking Shure M57 microphone, bruv, because I'm not a cunt and I don't intend to be one. Peace be with you. Have a good weekend and have a lovely bank holiday Monday.